Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Rahul here, bringing you guys the final game of Season 2, and we're going up against John Wall, Malik Monk, and we're changing up the jerseys for this game because I do not like these jerseys. Anyway, if you do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And obviously, we're doing this for everything. We're doing this for the final season of Season 2. Now you might be thinking, Raul, this season was awful. Okay, you can say that. Yeah, it was awful. I'm telling you, we're gonna be doing something very big. Like, I hopefully think we can make the playoffs sometime soon. That's my goal, eventually. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, so if you disagree with it, that's completely fine. If you don't disagree with it, like, if you disagree with it, that's completely fine. If you don't disagree with it, I can completely understand where you're coming from. However, you cannot tell me that we have done something like never before. We have done it. We have done it, and we are doing something that is very awesome in this space. So, I mean, come on now. That is something to, like, and work for. And as you can see, we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets, and there's and who have John Wall. We have Derrick Rose and Gordon Hayward and Victor Oladipo, as you know, and we keep on feeding Derrick Rose. That's my goal, and he's averaging 21.1 points per game. That's kind of nice, and I think that's very good, personally. And I feel like we can do this. I feel like that can be something. It's amazing. It's really amazing. So, if you understand what I'm trying to say, please do. And obviously, if you understand, please do. Everything will be okay. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, yep. And, yep. So, as you can see, this is the end of the first quarter. I decided to be like, you know what, I am now doing that every single time. And we actually picked this guy up from the G League. And that's interesting because I never pick guys up from the G League, but it's worth a shot. So it's insane how everything has to come by. So yeah, and we keep on turning the ball over, which is frustrating because of the fact that look, maybe it was bound to be. Maybe it's bound that we get that kind of pick. And now it's 42-38. And I'm not proud of what we're doing. Finney Smith with us. The Charlotte Hornets. Look at that horrendous costume. Like, look at Derrick Rose. We are just feeding the guy up. And if you're seeing this and you're thinking, like, why isn't Raul taking any threes? Well, there's a good reason why. I'm not taking any threes for a good reason. And that's because I don't want to take any threes. So, yeah, I just personally don't want to take that. And it is what it is. I just personally think, like, oh, well, this kid is like this. This kid is presenting himself like this. And if we can, like, knock off certain teams, I think that would be great. At the end of the day, you have to believe in what you see and what you believe in. So, you're seeing this, and you're witnessing something very different. A whole new, like, type of series that I haven't done in a while. And guess what? That is okay on my end. It is okay for me to say I like it. I personally do like it because we are on the rise. We're still kind of failing, but at the end of the day, we're learning, and I'm happy for that. We're learning. However, what I'm not gonna sit down and say to you guys is that I don't mind saying that this franchise might end at a particular point. So, due to me, like, previously not enjoying the San Diego Flames series, I did not like that. However, we managed to get through 2 seasons without me having to do a live stream. You know how crazy that is? You know, like, how insane that is for a guy who uploads a lot. That's insane. That's insane. And I'm like, wow. Like, wow. That is like insane. Because we're doing this every day. And I know I'm not paying attention to the game, but you know, I'm just like trying to think like what's next for this series. Next episode is going to be season 2, the off season for season 2. And I'm going to be excited. Personally, I'm going to be excited for this because obviously that's what I wish for. And Wells already pick up got 12 points. 12 points. Like, what in the literal heck are we doing? We're putting up that numbers. And we're defending. We can't really defend. That's sad. Derrick Rose. And Lucan Stewart went out of bounds somehow. Which is, I think, not okay. And if you look at the halftime report, we're losing by 3 points. Because that's what again, if I'm not talking, please understand that. And now, I'm kind of explaining now. We're actually putting up a good fight up against the Hornets. We're putting up a good fight against the Hornets. Gordon Hayward gets the dunk to tie us with to actually put us in the lead. And the one thing I always struggle with this kind of series, is drafting. I haven't been able to find a good selection of players, even though certain players I kind of had to use in a way that they're not normally. So center position, I kind of have to give them assists. Normally they're rebounders. They rebound the ball and block shots. That's just how it is. And if you look at the score right here, it's 110 to 106 with approximately like 1 minute left on the clock, and with few, so 1 minute and a few seconds on the clock. And we're shooting better than them. You have to think about that. We're shooting better with a good field goal percentage. However, we don't do well when it comes to defense. My goal is that if I bait, then I could get a good block shot. However, that doesn't happen, and that doesn't usually work in instances like this. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, I mean, and the best thing we can possibly do is now we can be the best that we can be. And we got blocked, which I did not like. So now it's 114 to 112. Derrick Rose is doing what he can and to like become a star. I want Derrick Rose to return to his star power, and he has his star power. Like, I think he can become the player that I want him to become technically. And look at him. Like, I'm using him in a way that I like. And we're leading on our 18 to 114. And this is what I'm liking. I like players like this. I like using players like this the way I want them to be used. And I always use Derrick Rose. For some reason, I did that. And we used McDaniels to try to block that shot. Obviously, it didn't work. But it's 118 to 116. We're creating a madness. We're actually going into the fourth quarter. And that was the assist of the game. That's kind of impressive. Look how far we have gone with this team. We're doing so well that it's gonna be insane. We have made it this far and it's gonna be insane. So we're tied up 118 to 118. Now all I'm doing is just using Derrick Rose and just giving him the most points he could ask for. And so yeah, and we just blocked that shot like no one's business. And at the end of the day, so if you understand what I'm getting from, like, look at what we're doing. 150 to 152. We're actually losing. So, like, this is actually hurting me. So, we got the ball. We give it to Finney Smith. Then, we give it to Isaiah Stewart, and we score. Now, the Charlotte Hornets call timeout, which is kind of bad on our part. Because that's not, like, what I wanted, so... It's been a long time coming, so... At the end of the day, it is what it is. And now we're in overtime. We're in overtime against the Hornets. You got to be kidding me. Like, seriously. You got to be kidding me. So look at what we're doing. And everyone has to look on and see what we have made of, what we are made of now. And thank God. Look what we're doing. So now, it's now 164 to 164. You might be thinking, bro, oh, you're gonna win the game. Okay, just look on through this. So, I'm on a certain player, and all of a sudden, he does a teardrop shot, and he gets it in. We're still making it out, we're making it our buckets in. There's no joke. And 41 points and 15 assists from Derrick Rose. I was like, man, we have to win this game. There's no shy in winning this game, right? Well, look who we're up against. The Charlotte Hornets. So, this is something. And I kind of had to, like, work my way through it. Right here, boom, we got fouled. Now, in this situation, I would be pissed. I would technically be pissed at, well, you know, kind of like at this team, because I am kind of not happy. I'm really genuinely not happy of doing this. And we they started making their shots. I wasn't listening. I even lost the ball. So now we had to hope for and kind of like think like, could like one of our players make a three? The only player who we really realistically made threes with is Derrick Rose, Sheldon. Like Hopkins, Victor Oladipo, those guys. But I've never made a three like in this situation. And bro, I was very pissed off when I did that. When I did that, I became very pissed. I did not know what to say. I was just completely frustrated that we actually blew a chance to win the game. But no, a guy had to steal from Isaiah Stewart, and it kind of ruined everything. Because we technically had a chance still. We still had a chance. If we would have made a three, then we would have stealed and got a two. I bet we would have had a chance, but man, this team is like garbage. Maybe because of my drafting, but at the end of the day, it's like you have something to work for and to live for at this current point. And look, I made that too perfectly, but then they called their timeout, which kind of screwed us over. And Derrick Rose is like having the game of his life. He's having the game of his life. And yeah, we again blew it away. He missed that free throw, but he made the next one, which would have not mattered. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are legends in my book, as well as for me. I'll see you on the Odyssey, and peace.